Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Amethyst Rune Witch and today I'm going to be talking to you about travel altars. Now, since I've had this, because I only got it a few months ago, about 6 months ago now, I haven't really done much travelling because of the health crisis, but I've never been one for travelling much anyway, so this for me would be more if I spent any time away from home, you know, travelling the UK, you know, those sorts of things. But I haven't really done any of that. But I've got this really cool little tin, and you can use any kind of tin that you've got, provided it's, you know, if it's got a lid, even if it's a hinged lid, it'll work. You know, you could actually use that as your altar setup if you wanted to, but I've got a lid that comes off. Now this came as a bit of a kit, so you know what I'd put in it might not be what came in it, but this is to give you guys an idea of what you can use in your travel altars. Now there's clear quartz crystal chips in a little bag, which could be useful. Personally, I'd rather not have those. Can't remember what incense this is. I might have to double check on this one, but it's, you know, just a mini cone with a nice little thing to put incense on. Now this could be for the element of air, you know, these for earth because they come from the earth, and this for air from the smoke. You know, I could use the lid of my tin to put the actual incense stand on. You could use any incense you like. You could, for cleansing and protection, use dragon's blood. You could use sage. You can use any incense that you like, and you don't necessarily have to use cones. There are smaller holes in this, so the bigger holes in the middle, and then you've got the smaller holes just at the top there that you could use for the actual incense sticks, which could be really handy. You know, you should get the mini ones, so you can have like a mini kit, so you could travel with that instead. This is just what I've kept in it, and I think the smell actually comes from the candle. It does. I think this is orange. It smells very citrusy. But I've got a little orange candle. Again, you could use any kind of tea light. You could use a little, sorry, I've got an itch in my eye. Would be the way. You can use one of those little candle holders, little porcelain candle holders. You know, you can have it in a tin, you can actually have it in a charm bag if that's what you'd rather. It's completely up to you how you want to carry this around with you. So this is just what came in mine, but I have got some ideas of what else you can put into your travel altar. I might actually I'll leave the incense, but I am going to change up the crystal chips. Now if you've got a big enough tin, you could also put in some feathers. So if you use feathers to help cleanse your space, you could use feathers, or if you've got a big enough tin to put a little bell in, like this one. If you don't like the sound of bells, I'm really sorry. It's really quite, it's a clear sort of noise, and I absolutely love this little bell. But as well as that, because you've only got the three elements represented by the crystal, the incense and the candle, you could also opt to have like a little spell bottle, a little keepsake bottle that you've put some blessed water, water from a particular site. You could literally put any kind of water in it, and use that in your tin. I'm not going to put that in there because I would like to put some, but if you don't want to use clear quartz, you can use moonstone, rose quartz, amethyst. That's definitely going in there. A larger piece of clear quartz if you don't want to use the smaller chips. Opalite, lapis lazuli, because it's got the little gold flecks in it. Red jasper. I've got a fair few bits of red jasper, so this is another reason why I'm actually putting it in to my little collection currently. Some of these I'm not going to because I actually use them for other things, and I can't remember which one this one is. I actually really can't remember which one this is. It could be tourmaline, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll double check on this one. But you could put a crystal for protection in it, like black tourmaline, black obsidian. I'm trying to think what else does protection. I've forgotten which ones do protection. But any crystal that you want, you feel called to have in your travel altar at any given point, you can take with you. You can put it in your tin, in your bag, in whatever, and take it that way. I do have a spell bottle. This is specifically for divination, but if you've got one for protection, you can put that in there as well, just as an added extra little boost. So it really is up to you what you want to put into your travel altar, and you don't necessarily have to have something that specifies what it is on the outside. You could have, you could use something like a tin you get from your local Poundland, or if you've got something similar like I think it's the dollar store, Dollar Tree, something like that in America. You could go to one of those and find a little tin that has, say, a cat or some form of image on the top that no one would, if you're still in the broom closet, this would be perfect. If you've got a little tin that doesn't have any description of what it is on the top, you could use it. So for example, like I've got, this is a spare little tin. If I wanted to keep it hidden, if I was visiting family who don't know about my craft, I could use this as a travel altar. It's a little bit smaller, but it doesn't have to be this size. It can be any size, any colour. You could draw on it, you could put a sigil on it. No one would know what it was about apart from you. And I think that's the beauty of travel altars, is that, they can pack up so quickly, so easily. And then, as soon as you've moved to your next destination, you can, reset it up. It doesn't have to be as ornate as something like this. It could just be something like this. And that's okay. It's completely whatever you want to do with it. I'm dropping things and throwing things at myself. But it really is whatever you want to do with it. If you want to have, I don't know, images of the moon involved in it, because the moon is a heavy part of your craft, you can do that. You can put that onto the inside of the tin, in the lid or in the actual base of the tin. You could, put it on the outside, either which way. It's completely up to you as to how you design it. Design the outside if you want a design on the outside, or whatever you want to put into it. So if you want to have an image of the moon always on you, you could have stickers, or print an image of the moon out onto some paper, cut it out and pop it in your tin. That works just as well. It's completely up to you. For me, being a witch there's no rules, there's no regulations. It's completely what you make of it. So if you want to do something, if I want to use this, but you're more called to use this, neither of us are wrong. We're both right. Because it's It's so personal. It's a personal choice. If you don't want to follow the rule of three, you don't have to follow the rule of three. If you don't believe in karma, that's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to believe in gods, angels, and so on. You don't have to do any of that. You know, it's so much more than following a set of rules. There's no rules around setting up altars, ancestral altars. You know, there's no rules, so you can literally make this your own. And that's the beauty of it for me. So while I've got this lovely travel altar tin, which I've practically filled with crystals, and my divination spell bottle, which I'm going to take out again, and the candle and the incense, you know, you don't have to have incense. You could have, you know, a room spray. If you can't, if you're going to somewhere that can't use, where you can't have incense, where you can't burn incense, room sprays. Room sprays would work just as well. If you've got a homemade one that you want to use, or if you've got, you know, something that you've bought, it's completely up to you what you put in it. But that's a travel altar, and you can take it with you wherever you go, whether that's, you know, on a day trip out, on a weekend away, you know, a little nice little overnight stay somewhere, whether it's, you know, going on a full-on week-long, 2-week-long holiday. It doesn't matter. You can take this with you on any of those, on any one of them, because you could go to the bathroom, take, you know, have your tin with you, have your travel altar with you, on you, go to the bathroom, quickly set it up on a shelf in the bathroom, have a little moment there, and then go back out to rejoin friends, family, whoever, and carry on with your day. They're so versatile, travel altars. And I've never seen anyone mention anything about travel altars anywhere at all. So I thought I'd do this just to, you know, give everyone a bit of a, here's what you could do. But it really is up to you what you want to put in your casing. If it doesn't feel right putting it in there, you don't have to put it in there. What I've suggested are just that, suggestions. You don't have to put what I've put in mine. You don't have to, you know, go completely the opposite way. If you want to put some of the things in, put some of the things in. It really is your choice. There's no set rule about what has to go into, what has to be used for an altar. If you want to put a travel, you know, a little altar cloth on, you can do that. It's completely up to you. So I hope that's given you some ideas and inspiration. I'm not entirely sure what I'm covering next week, but I'm sure I will find something. If there's a topic that you'd like me to cover, please do suggest it in the comments. I will see every comment, and I hope to see you again next week. So that's every Thursday, I think I put it at 5 or 7 PM on a Thursday, and I will see you again next week. Stay safe everyone, and blessed be.